for Jack, because I've been telling Jack, get a Submariner. I think that would be a good watch for Jack to get that would only go up in value. You said that's a double-edged sword. Why?
Well, I think on a Submariner, it's a safe investment. It's a great first watch if you can afford it.
Jack can afford it.
First off, I cannot afford it. Second off, I agree with you. I don't think that you can justify it as an investment. And that would be the only reason why I would get a watch.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I think a Submariner, historically speaking, has only gone up in value. But it's going to be one of those things where even if we're best friends in the world, I can't help you with, because a pre-owned Submariner sells more than a new one because they're sold out everywhere. So listen, if you have the money to responsibly afford it, you're not going to lose, at least in the market, at least historically based on the past 10 years of data. You can't necessarily.
How much do they cost? Like, what's the...
You're probably going to say $7,500 right now.
Are we talking like the new ceramic version?
No.
Or
like what would you advise?
I'd say going on like Chrono 24, going on eBay, getting like a 15-year-old Submariner.
So if you go with the aluminum version, which I like, it's made significantly worse, but it's more charming. Like $7,500, maybe $8,000. If you go with the new aluminum version, you're probably talking like 10 and a half.
Why so much? Why have they gone up so much in value? All of them have.
I'm not a huge fan of Rolex. I personally find them boring, even though I do own one. I own two, actually. Why? Because they're a marketing machine. I mean, it's a status symbol. It's the it thing to have. It's a great watch. Nothing against the watch. But whenever you walk into a Rolex boutique and they laugh at you, like, oh, do you have the Submariner? And they just throw their head back and laugh and call security. You know what I mean? That's the reason why, because they're sold out everywhere. It's one of those things where it is what it is. The Submariner was worn by James Bond, or before Omega, there was the Submariner. Before the Submariner, there was the Explorer when Ian Fleming wrote the books. So it represents this like cool, sophisticated machismo where you buy a sub, you kind of feel like James Bond. It's also one of the few sports watches you can wear to the office in a suit and it looks great. Or you could, wear it like with a t-shirt like Graham's wearing now and it looks great. It's something you can keep for your entire life and hand it down. And it's a great, great watch. But as a watch collector and dealer, you get over it a little bit because it's everywhere. For Jack, it's perfect. Honestly, it's a great way. You won't lose money. It's a great way to start. If you never want another watch for the rest of your life, you're set forever. Or it could start a deep and ugly addiction where you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a year on watches.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. I wish I had hundreds of thousands of dollars to spend.
Well, you'll get there eventually.
See, yeah, Jack, I do think you should be getting a Submariner.
Are we not going to be talking about the move?
Oh, let's talk about the move.
Yeah, I know it looks like we teleported everyone. We saw the footage and it looks like very harsh lighting, so we just had to move. And this is actually a better setting, I think, actually. So if you guys like this more, we could do our future podcasts like this.
Yeah, I like it like this because you see the smash like button, which is a good reminder to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, but for the Submariner.
Submariner.
So first off,
just do it. Just do it.
But I don't think
just do it.
7,500. But also, I feel like I would be embarrassed to wear it. It's like too nice. It's too nice. It's too nice, I think.
I really respect that train of thought. Okay, I do, because it means you're a humble guy. But everybody deserves to treat themselves.
This would be a watch that you would buy, that you'd be so proud of, that you could pass down to your children, to your grand. This is an heirloom.
I like that aspect.
But this is an heirloom piece that you're going to buy once. As to me, that's a symbol of hard work, saving, and dedication to get a watch like that. And that's going to be a constant reminder of like, look what I was able to accomplish and what I purchased. And that's a sign of hard work. That's what I see it as.
That, and it's still safe. I mean, it's safe. If you really don't feel comfortable with it, you can always give me a call.
I just don't know like what occasion I would wear it for. Like, do you wear it out?
You will
All the
wear it
time.
all the time.
Out?
That's a watch.
Well, no, only in your house.
Or like,
Only
you know,
go to
like if
bed.
you're going to like, I don't know, like a party with like
Yes.
fancy investor
Yes.
people, I feel like I would wear it
No,
reasonably there.
I think
to the
the
market.
Submariner is a watch that you could wear while you're putting together IKEA furniture, when you're playing football with your buds, while you're at the gym,
Wow.
while you're digging in the dirt, when you're in the shower. It's one of those watches that I think you could keep on your wrist 24/7, and it's meant to take a beating, that watch.
And it looks better as it patinas with age.
I'll tell you what, when I get an investment property, I think that would be a good way to.
How about this? Yeah, I would settle for you getting it on like either a birthday or on a milestone, like when the podcast hits 100,000 subscribers.
Okay, you're
like,
just picking that because it's within the
Yes.
next 5 days.
yeah,
Graham.
But that would be like when the podcast hits 100,000 subscribers.
It's probably already
Next-
hit 100,000 by
Next
the time.
week, so by next week, you get the watch.
All right, I'll tell you what.
I think on a milestone, that's when you do that.
I think Graham's right because it makes it even more special when you finally acquire this piece. To attach a watch with a memory is something men have been doing for generations. And, there's something beautiful about that. Why not? Be it a birthday or when you get your investment property or whatever it may be.
I think a milestone. If you could pick a significant milestone that you could remember for the rest of your life, whether it be a specific birthday or buying a rental property.
How about
or,
this? The day I retire.
No.
No.
By then, the watch is going to be like 40
All right.
grand.
Okay.
man.
All right. So I like the investment property because it's so hard for me to get a watch. Just I feel like I understand where you're coming from. Like it holds value, but I feel like it's like I can't view it as an investment. So I need to do something.
You
to
have more
offset.
cash sitting in a bank account, probably just losing money and interest. Here's the thing: you don't need an emergency fund. Let's say keep the emergency fund in the watch.
Really?
Yeah.
You can,
How about that?
Why don't you have like 50
Jack,
watches then?
I'll make you a deal.
What?
And it's on video.
Okay.
If you need the cash, I will buy the watch for you at whatever it's worth or the same price you paid. That's a deal.
I'll make that same deal.
If I need the cash?
My only
Are you
condition, I'm
serious?
serious. My only condition is that I would approve on the price you pay. Just so you're not paying like $15K for a Submariner. Be like, hey, Graham, you got to pay. If you get a good used Submariner, I will buy it at the same price that you paid for it if you need the money.
If I need it.
Yes.
What if I want it?
You're not going to sell it. I know
Once you get it, you're not going to sell
You're
it.
not gonna say-
Why would you do that?
The only reason you'd get rid of that watch is if you're like, Graham, the stock market just collapsed. My investments are worth nothing. The algorithm just shadow banned all of us. I'm like, I need the cash right now.
What if I
otherwise
need
my-
like an advance for like if I want to make a down payment on
Then
a
I
place?
would give you an advance. I'll pay you ahead of time for the money that you're earning. You're always a month ahead anyway. I know. I'll pay you that.
Very generous.
Yeah.
I know he's a good boss. Yeah.
But I'll do that because that's how confident I am. Because one, I know that the Rolex market is not going to collapse. Whatever price you pay is going to be a fair price. You're going to get a good deal on the watch. I know I'm not going to lose any money. I've always wanted the Submariner 2, never done it, but I would buy yours. So there's no risk. There's no risk.
All right, I'll do it in that case. Yes.
Peer pressure.
It's just like I don't think you realize $7,000 is so much money. Like I think of that in denominations of like $100 bills. You know how many $100 bills that is?
Hold this. How much? Wait. Let Jack hold it. And then tell him that how much it's worth.
That is
this watches or
that
is-
is a shoe bag with about $400,000 of watches in it.
Jack has the best reactions. What if Jack just gets up and runs?
Can I see it? Can I see it?
Please open it up. And I brought a few watches for you guys to look at.
Okay.
Watches that are great investments and watches that are god awful investments.
All right. How about that? Let's see these. We got to segue into it.
I'm just gonna open this up.
By the way, Jack, what milestone would you get the
Rental
Submariner?
property.
When you buy a rental property,
Yes,
you will buy a
that will
Submariner.
happen this year.
Federico, would you be able to help Jack get a Submariner, or is that something
Just
you could do?
because it's you.
Oh, you don't have to.
No, the truth is I'm
Yeah.
sold out of Submariners at all times.
Yeah.
But I want to, of course, just give me a call. Give me a
my
call. We'll figure it
gosh.
out.